Hello there. I'm Enforcer. I'd like to welcome you back to another Fountain Pen Friday. We got our pen inked up. I gave you guys a little challenge to see if you could guess what this is. I'm gonna start. I like how it looks in a pen. I really do. Twisting it about. It looks good. It is, the bottle's not going to tell you anything. It's this. There's the bottle. I haven't shaken it or anything. It's just how the bottle looks. It is Becomefish. Becomefish milk tea. Becomefish milk tea. That's what we've got here. I have been very interested to see it under the microscope. I haven't done it. We're going to look at it together. But that's what we've got here. Becomefish milk tea. It's a very interesting color. I've got some questions and thoughts, ideas, but let's see here. Man, I'm so far away from this thing. Becomefish. It's an interesting color. I don't know what to call it. It's a little bit orange. It's a little bit maybe creamsicle, like orange creamsicle. Maybe that's what I would call it. Anyway, let's get to a little bit of writing. We'll get a close up on some writing. Do a little bit of microscope. Share a little bit of thoughts. I found a new function for my microscope for this one, and I'm eager to do that on cam and share what I learned, that I was using my microscope incorrectly. So we're actually gonna have better shots, hopefully. So let's get going. All right, here we are. I did not ink up the Jinhao because I just didn't see a real reason to. I've had the Jinhao, I've had this in the Jinhao, and I just didn't love how it wrote. It was very start-stop. Just didn't seem to do the job, in my opinion, not properly. It seems to work very well in my TWSBI, so it's a good ink for a wetter pen. What am I doing? That's not how to do an E. So, here's the thing that kind of got me with this. It says it's a shimmer ink. I don't see shimmer, except sometimes I see shimmer. And I'm gonna try to shoot some light into this and maybe we can get some shimmering. No. But every once in a while, I do get shimmer. And oh man, that E is really bugging me. Let's not look at that. Don't look at that. I'm hoping under the microscope we'll actually get to see, is there shimmer in there or is it my imagination? Is it shimmer left over from my other inks in this pen? I'm pretty thorough when I clean out my pen, so that seems unlikely, but maybe. Let's do, how wet is it? That wet. Man, that completely wipes away. I've never actually seen that, but it almost completely rubs away to nothing. That's interesting. Let's interesting. I have had some issues even in this even with the TWSBI of it not wanting to write at all. And I don't know if that's a TWSBI issue or this ink where I just couldn't get it to leave a mark on the paper at all. And a little geography. This will let us take a close look at the shading. One thing I'm seeing here that's very interesting is that A came out much darker than just about everything else. Interesting. All right, we've done this. Let's go to the microscope and see what we can see. Okay, so this is what I've been talking about, where it's claimed as a shimmer ink. I ordered a shimmer ink, although there is a non-shimmer variant. And this is the amount of shimmer I'm getting, like a single speck of shimmer in the word geography. Very strange. We'll scan the word real quick just so that you guys can see if there's any more, and I can see too, so we can see. And I'm just not seeing. Oh, there might be a tiny little speck of it in the Y. I thought I saw it flicker. Maybe not. Interesting. We can check the other sections. Oh, a little speck there. It's a little speck there. We'll go up to the alphabet. That's wet. Some in the A. Some in the B. Very shaky. I'm sorry. I don't have a good way to move this around all by hand. All right. I don't think we're going to see much more. Let's settle the camera and we'll do a handwriting. All right. Here we go. So that came out lobby. Kind of interesting though. Let's slide it over and we'll do another little A right next to it. Maybe I won't push as hard. But definitely no on the glitter. Very, very interesting. All right, let's stop and we'll go do our swatches. Here we are. Let's get our little scribble in. Very nice. All right, here we go with this. Then half of it is a double up. I can tell you, I feel like this is gonna bleed quite a bit. Just had that feeling. But we'll speed it up and watch it dry. Okay, that looks dry enough that we can actually turn the page and see. Oh yeah, definitely, right through the next page. I think as far as bleeding through to the next page, this one is the worst for that. That said, in the writing, it was not so bad on the bleed through on the writing. Interesting. Always interesting to see what it does and what it doesn't do. All right, as you can see though, looking at, okay, we're gonna look at, do you see how in the TWSBI Eco, we've got glitter and then we don't in what I wrote today. So I wrote that a week ago, same load, like I haven't refilled it. And then more, I no glitter in the second I did today with the Becomefish milk tea. Interesting. So this is the B of the TWSBI from last week, 1 week ago, when I first loaded this up after the polar night. Now we're gonna slide down, careful. And then this is from today. there's definitely some shimmer there, but not the same level. So strange and interesting. Let's go take a look at the stuff I wrote on the other page earlier. So here's the first A I did. And we can definitely see some shimmer. We'll just scroll down. Here's our little swoops. So little shimmer now. So fast loops, a little bit of shimmer, not much. Our up, down, over zigzags, and down to geography. A little bit of shimmer, but you can see a lot more than we could before. Man, not much, is there? Okay, let's go to the swatch and the scribble now. Here's the scribble. So we've got some shimmer. And here's the swatch. Interestingly, even less, but there is some. There's still some. Okay. Just while we're here, let's scroll up and we will look at last week's polar night, so we can see that's what this one looks like with the better zoom. Really impressive, really interesting. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's insane. Wow. Okay, let's go back and we will do some finishing thoughts. All right, so Becomefish milk tea. Interesting color. I don't know what's going on. So just to cover what I don't understand. What we know from our last video is that shimmer ink settle. The shimmer settles. I've never had it settle in my pen. It's not settling. I don't see the shimmer at all in the ink. Not only is it not settling in the pen, it's not settling in the bottle. There is no settling shimmer. I thought that perhaps because I used the Polar Night, the shimmer was just sitting in here and flowing out. Makes sense to me. Also makes sense of why it's way more shimmery a week ago than it is today. What doesn't make sense is how did it get onto the cotton bud that I used for the swatch, because there is shimmer here. How did that happen? The only thing I can think is that maybe there was still some shimmer on the tip of the pen when I put it in the bottle to load this, but I feel like there's too much shimmer for that to make sense as an excuse. Anyway, as far as the color, very orange sickle, like an orange creamsicle. I was using it in place of a red because I really don't have any other use for this shade. Like I can't find a use for this in my life. Other people who have seen it have liked it more than I do. They seem to quite enjoy it. It's just maybe fits their lives better. I can't find a use for this color. Yeah, that's where I am with that. I like it, but I don't have a use for it. Kind of a disappointment there. All right, so our next ink is going to be in the, man, this is, sorry, I'm really running out of space here. All right. We're using the Jinhao for this one. And this is another trommel. If I'm saying that weird, please fix me. And we'll let you guys tell me what color this is. It's an interesting one. I have an interesting relationship with this color. I do not know exactly how I feel about it. One moment I love it, one moment I'm not sure I even like it. Very interesting relationship I have with this color, but we will talk about that next Friday. All right, hopefully you've enjoyed yourself, you've enjoyed those close-ups, and if you did, maybe you'll hit that like. Hope I've earned your subscriptions, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.